called out, that was the information being put out to say, this happened to me, avenge me. You see? Okay. So, this should give you a piece. I lost a family member, and is a tragic situation. I was called to the scene. By who? By the family member. And when I got to the scene, it was interesting because it seemed as though he was supposed to still be in the house. That's what it felt like when I got there. And I walked up, I saw the blood on the driveway. I saw the blood leading up to the door. I walked in the house. I saw the blood by the doorway, blood leading up to the stove. I walked around the backyard. I walked through the gate. I saw the blood by the door of the back door, and I saw the blood in the middle of the grass. And I could tell you this. The blood does call out. It does. I don't know why. I don't know how. The blood does call out. And when I got there, the first thing came out of my mouth was, who did this to you? Right? And just being able to feel the whole house be my family member, like I could feel the whole house. The whole house was them. And when I walked through the door, it was just a weird thing because normally if they have a crime scene, they're not just going to leave it blank. That shit didn't make sense to me. A lot of stuff still don't make sense. But I didn't understand how I was able to just walk in the door. They would have blocked the stuff off. I should have seen markers, tape. None of that was there. When I walked through the door, I saw the view of him floating from the top left. From my viewpoint, it would have been my top right. He was looking down left toward where I was at, from floating right above the roof of the house. That was where his sensor was at. And I saw myself come in when I walked through the door. It kind of fucked me up. I saw him and I spoke out and said, yo, who did this to you? And then something in my heart shifted and said, change it. Change what you're asking, or change what you're saying. So instead of bringing up about something being done to him, I had to bring up that he was all right. I had to tell him he was all right. Right? Listen to what I'm saying. So I said, yo, I called his name. I said, you all right? I said, it's all right. You all right? I said, yeah, no. I started going around the house, chanting the name of the guide. Yeah, no. And I could feel him more at peace each time I uttered it. And when I walked outside around the back, that's where I saw where he was at. He was behind the house. Not his body, because they had already moved the body and all that. So what was left was the blood, which was also odd to me. Right? Everything was just left how it was. They just moved the body. So I didn't even know that I was out there in no blood until I looked down at my feet. And I realized that while I'm walking in the grass, I had stepped in it. You see? So I had said, when I found out, while everybody was going through what they were going through, I said, I got to get to him so he can get where he's going. Right? I said, I got to get to him. But like nobody was able to tell me what a body was or anything like that. And a lot of the details people were trying to give me was vague. So I went to the scene. I was called to the scene. And then, I was talking to somebody. I was like, yo, I could see him. I see he's right above the airplane, but his head is sticking out from like beneath it. So he's not completely down. I got to get to him. And they said, no, he's good. He's at peace. I don't know what you're saying. Da, da, da. You know, he's good. He made it. I already asked. He made it already. They didn't see what I saw. So I couldn't take what they saying. I had to find him. And when I got there, he was still there. He was in the house. He was the house. And I said, you all right. It's all right. Don't worry about it. It's all good. You're good. You see, and that, it made things easier because I started to see signs. We had about 100 black birds with what looked like suns on their wings. I don't know what species it was, but they had like what looked like suns, discs on their wings in real life. I woke up and I saw them birds out there, and my wife was like, I never seen this before. Right? And one of the sisters came up to me, Sunday came up to me and said, she asked the question, what does it mean when all the birds is in the backyard? Da 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 da. Right? Because I was really trying to avoid people. And she came out right when I was damn near avoiding everybody. And she asked me, I said, they're here to help my brother. Right? Because that's the family member. So they're here to help my brother. They're here to help him get over. And it was the birds. It was some other signs too that allowed me to see, oh yeah, the day that it occurred, the sky looked like it was on fire. There was just a lot of signs that let me know he was going to be given elemental aid and assistance. That's how I would know. So the main sign was all them birds that landed in the yard, about 100 of them. I'm not exaggerating. About 100 birds. And they were picking at the grass. And I knew they were there to help them. And when we went to the memorial, there was a bird that landed. A black and white dove landed in the way of the sun. The sun was shining on all of us, literally. And a black and white dove bird, whatever it was, landed right by us and was walking around in the grass. You see? So my point being, I had to help them. And I reached into the essence. And while I was on live, some of y'all might have heard me say it. While I was on live, it wasn't too long ago, I said, I smell blood. I don't know who was there to hear that. Because, you know, that wasn't no scripted thing. I was in the middle of talking. I said, what smells like blood? And I was like, oh. Like, I had to remember that one of mine experienced that. So gene code is another interesting thing that I don't know if I'm able to teach it yet. Many things I want to teach you, but you can't bear them now. You hear me? Like I put in the Can't Kill Lightning album that there are many things I have to teach. I can't teach it yet because they're not ready yet. But once we get the stage ready, then we'll be able to teach more things. But then you'll realize I won't have much more time. You see, that's how it's going to go. That's how it's written. But gene code overlaps. And when you have brothers and sisters and mothers and all this stuff, it's not just heredity. Heredity is how they explain it. Characteristics and traits and the reason why you act like your dad and you know your dad and all this other stuff. Gene code is like souls sharing the same bowl of cereal. I know, just bear with me. Right? So you have what's called a gene pool. You have genomes. You have genetics. Okay? DNA, chromosomes, the histone that it wraps around, all this other stuff. These are codes that you share with people. Not just your immediate family, but it's called immediate for a reason because there's literally an immediate connection that you have with them. And then there's a more external connection, overarching outside of that or overarching. You see? That deals with more people. The reason why some of y'all are calling yourselves empaths. It also has a lot to do with your genetics. The reason why you think you feel everybody is because you might have a lot of different groups of beings in your genes. You see? And you get the people who like, I feel you. You don't know why. You see? And they be telling you stuff like opposites attract. A lot of times people get with people that come from different bloodlines because the bloodlines are fighting each other. Natural selection, human beings aren't exempt. Okay, so there are natural occurrences and forces of nature that they really just don't understand. Sometimes nature says it's time for this person to go. All right, nature has divvied itself up into different bloodlines, different genders, and you are human beings experiencing that. So you will get with somebody and they'll be from a different bloodline, but their job is to kill you. You don't know that. It don't mean to literally kill you all the time. Sometimes it does. When you'll see it on the news, where these two people that got together, they've been in love. You say, I don't get it. They've been in love for 10 years. And then there's a tragic death. And somebody, they call it a crime of what? Passion. Or done killed somebody that they say they love because they got mad. You see people getting stabbed to death on live by people that saying they love them. It's not love. It's genetic warfare. Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. I'll put enmity between the woman's seed and the serpent's seed. Okay? The serpent don't always mean what you think, because sometimes the serpent wasn't the negative one. Right? Sometimes the serpent could be the positive one or the agreeable one. Sometimes the serpent could be the disagreeable one. Sometimes evil, sometimes good. It's still genes. All right? Genes dominate or recede, even at the allele level. So the alleles will have the ability to say, okay, I'm going to maintain dominance, push dominance, or I'm going to push recessiveness. I'm going to have capital R, lowercase r, and I'm going to have RR. I'm still going to dominate. You see that? When the genes recede, there's going to be a stabilization of that recession that allows for you to have races, as you call them, like the Caucasoids. You see that? Or some people might say the Hispanics or whoever. When you're dealing with the ones you refer to as the Negroids, that family is dealing with a dominant gene, and then people mix. And when they mix, sometimes there's a war internally. Dr. Melikazi York talked about this also, that when you're a mixed person, not only is society reared up to mishandle you and mistreat you, you may mishandle and mistreat yourself or self-harm or not understand why you are how you are, or you don't know what's going on internally. It's because you're literally a part of two different gene pools, right? Coming together, and you're dealing with conflictions. And it's not always just because a Caucasian and a melanin dominant person came together. Sometimes it's because certain blood types mixed, right? And when certain blood types mix, they are naturally programmed to fight. There's actual cancellation with blood types. Anybody understand haplogroups and things like that? So there's still cancellation that comes down to the blood types, where some blood types will cancel out others. Don't mean nothing negative. It's just what? Natural. So natural selection, human beings are not exempt from that. And the reason why y'all say we wrestle not against flesh and blood, okay, they say the principalities of darkness, people talk about spiritual warfare. What you're really trying to understand is two things. One, extraterrestrial war and interdimensional war, beings that are not from your planet. That's why they're not flesh and blood. And two is because you're dealing with genes. So that makes up your flesh and blood. But the genes carry information. The genes remember that this person, generations ago killed your grandfather. Maybe this is too deep. How about this? Because I understand that we're walking into territories I normally haven't walked y'all into. You can disregard everything I'm saying on this live as allegory. How about that? Okay. That way we can keep going, can't we? Okay. The genes remember. You like, why did this person not like me? Their genes remember. You be like, I do everything to this person. Why they hate me? The genes remember. I hate this person. I don't know why. Your genes remember. I love this person. I never even met them before. Why? Your genes remember. Reincarnation is genetics. And people say reincarnated. How can you prove that you were reincarnated? My mother and my father. You don't know who you was for your past life. Who was you in your past life? I'm a past life. My mama, my daddy. and then they can't do nothing about it. No, I ain't mean it like that. I know, because you don't know what you mean. I know what I mean, though. You're talking esoterics and spookism. You don't know nothing about what you're talking about. What I'm saying is bloodline. That's science. What I'm saying is genetics. You can't, what are you saying? Neither one of us is here if reincarnation isn't real, because through genes, we reincarnate. And we have ancestors that have information within their being that expresses literally something called genetic expression. That's the original utterance, genetic expression. The original scripture is genetic transcription, DNA, RNA, messenger RNA. What's a messenger? Messenger is called Nebi. El Nebi. What's a Nebi? The Nebi, the prophet, the one who brings the message or speaks before a thing occurs. All right? So you have Nebi as messenger, Navi as water, that which takes place in the waters or the fluids, the genes, right? And what else? Nebeb, all right? Or Nebab, as some people are saying, Nebeb. And Nebab or Nebab is said a master, like a copy. So all of this is dealing with replication science. That's information being passed on through the generations. That's why your basic information before leaving the earth, Eretz Aradu, is called Genesis, right? Battle the sheath. In the beginning. You see, or in beginning, really. And they say, this is your Ori gene. Ori gene. My light, Ori gene. My light, my information that I carry as it passes through my bloodlines. So genes are Lucifers. They carry light. Yes, they do. DNA is Lucifer. It carries light. Light means information. Yes. In the beginning, God said, let there be light. Let the information take place, even though it'll take place differently this time, and you'll observe it when he says, my information, spirit, ruh, shall not always strive with man, for he is only flesh. He doesn't have the degrees that God and them have, Elohim. His years shall be 120, speaking on the length of the telomeres. They won't live in this day as long as they who were originally crafted or grafted were living. Remember, you had them living up to 900 years, 930 years, Adam. Okay? 365 years, Enoch. Okay? Go look, read the Genesis chapter 5, verse 28. Actually, chapter 5 through 24. Or no, 5, 24 through 28, I think it is. To speak about Enoch and his lineage. All right, his generations. They speak about those, but they don't really tell you much about Enoch's story and why he was able to live so long. And what he was able to encounter on his path in life. You understand? Point being, human beings start living less and less time as time went on. Yes, according to these stories. And now look, human beings are living less time than 120 years. It's rare that people are making it to 120. All things are happening within this realm or arena called nature. Okay? You go research it. Don't let these people spooky you to death. Nature is not the trees. Nature is not the water. Nature is not the grass, the dirt. No, nature is the realm you exist within, including the sun, including the stars, outer space, nebula, any black hole, event horizon, or accretion disk. Any of that, all of that is nature. The meteor, the meteorite, nature. Asteroid belt, rain, nature. The rainbow, nature. The aurora lights, northern and southern, nature. They got western and eastern now because of the pole shift. It's all nature. The magnetosphere, nature. Okay. Humans, nature. Ain't no such thing as man-made. Human beings are a part of the nature story. You didn't make anything. You didn't create it. You did what's called bara. You formed it. That's the word. Doesn't mean created. It's a mistranslation. People say, in the beginning, God created the heaven and earth. No, in beginning, they, the Elohim, formed outer space, the cosmos, or Shemaim, and the earth, Eretz. Right? They formed it, which meant that water would have been here prior to that formation of the earth, because they didn't say they formed the earth. I mean, the water. You see that? So human beings, they don't create anything. They form it. So ain't no such thing as no man-made stuff. If man is fucking up the atmosphere, it's because man is playing a role in nature. What is that role, Omari? Well, I'll tell you what the role is. The role is your time is up. Right? These diseases that you brought on yourself, I'm not talking to y'all in here. I don't want to get to make y'all think I'm trying to be self-righteous. What they brought on themselves is calculated, because natural selection says it's time for you to go. If it were not for the technology, many people would have perished. If it were not for the hospitals, you'd be gone. The asthma pumps, you'd be gone. If it were not for the guns, the lions would have consumed you. If it were not for the guns, the bears would have got you. Your brain having the ability to form technology is the reason why y'all still here. That's it. Human beings have overstayed the natural course. And it has been said that the only reason why that brain exists, how it exists, to be able to yield and wield the technology, is because extraterrestrials intervened and gave you things that you weren't supposed to have, called eternal secrets. And they did that to throw off the natural order. You see that? And so nature is saying, hurry it up. And you have different genes in you that are saying, but I'm a God. Yet you're not fully a God. So you will have to hurry it up. Nature is going to overpower. They're running. They're trying. They're trying to get out of here. The SpaceX programs, all of that, Space Command, space this, space that. Space is going to suck in and spit you out. They're going to run into so many problems out there, they're going to run right back here. And they're going to be oblivion. And then they're going to try to go into the caves. Then they're going to try to go into the water. They're going to try. And all this is going to happen in a sped up motion. Don't think it's going to happen linearly. This is already taking place. It's going to happen on an exponential level, at an exponential rate. So all that, whether or not the snow is fake, you got bigger problems. Why are they saying the air is becoming less breathable? Why is it that asthma pumps used to last you 6 months? Remember those days? I remember those days because I have asthma. Only time I'm not experiencing asthma is when I'm not eating a lot. The food itself is making people sick. The food itself is killing people. When an asthmatic eats certain things, they start to die. It kills them. Let me tell you what I mean, because they don't really explain it like this, because you got used to a world that has asthma pumps. Here's a world without asthma pumps. You eat something, and because it's a sin for you to eat it, it kills you. Right? You eat a burger, you eat you some fries with it, have your ice cream cone, you lay down, you wake up, you can't breathe. Everybody rushes in. They're panicking. They say, put your head over the fog. Now you're just dying peacefully. Come on, put your head over this pot. You know what I'm saying? So you're having a peaceful death. Snip this peppermint oil. They tried all of that with me when I was younger. I was still dying. I was like, you know, all of this is doing is pissing me off. You know what I mean? Drink this honey. Now I'm having a sweet death. Appreciate it. Right? And you tried everything. And you tried everything because, you know, natural remedies. You chewing on clove leaf, drinking honey. I mean, you just basically had a feast of life and you still dying. Then they got to get the pump. They give you the pump. All right, I'm good. You know, but if we didn't have that, then that burger was there so that you could go ahead and get up out of here. Nature is moving that way, and man is fighting nature. Now, let me ask you, who you think is going to win when man is of nature? Nature is going to swallow man back up. How do you survive? You don't survive. Let me tell you how. That might sound confusing, so just bear with me. You don't survive. People survive you. You know what that means? That means when you go, and you will go, if you have children, they're going to be born into a world where technology is their guide, because literally, without it, they won't survive, and no one will survive them. They'll be birthed into a world where the air will be synthetic. They'll be birthed into a world where the food will be synthetic. They're not genetically modifying objects and food just because they don't have nothing else to do. They're doing it because the original food is killing people. And when they make other food, it's killing people after a while. The water has started to cause asthma attacks. It won't be long. Not as long as you think. When you look at the lifespan of humanity, they're going to go faster than they've been here. That makes sense? So, no, you won't survive it. You will be survived by your children. And they're going to have new science because the realm is changing. 50 years from now, there will be new sciences. I mean, literally, what you think is science right now is going to change. They're going to have to change it. They're going to have to change how they measure time. Remember, the atomic time clock is new. They didn't always have that. The way they have to measure a second in a year, or a leap second, or a leap year, all that's going to change based off of the universal time clock. So time is going to change, and is changing. The science of what's acceptable for diet is going to have to change, or they're going to be losing people at a faster rate. The food pyramid will have to change because that food pyramid is killing people. You see? And they're going to have to shift things around. That's why you see the movies where they post-apocalyptic and they're drinking toothpaste. You know the toothpaste cut, porridge looking shit? That's because they trying to stay alive. That burger is going to kill them. Ain't no asthma pumps on the ships that they have. Them little Nebuchadnezzars and shit like that. Nigga, you eat that burger, you dead. We don't have no nebulizer, no nothing. Niggas got to drink shit as close to water as possible. They was eating oatmeal. They can't be too thick. You know what I mean? You notice that, right? All the movies, when it's time, what they be eating on? Shit that keep them alive. When them niggas go out there in space, they eat food that squeeze out like Colgate. Because they can't be having no asthma attack 40 miles from the planet. Ain't no space ambulance. You know what I'm saying? That we know of, right? They be showing you the food is killing people. That's true. Nature is saying, get the fuck off me. And that's interesting because where can you go if nature don't want you here? Where can you go? You see that? So what do? Well, let me tell you what they're going to do. They're going to just keep advancing science. That's why when they get the fuck on, before they leave, they be like, yo, scientists, where y'all at? Yo, text the scientists, tell them let's go. What about the president? Fuck him. Does he know calculus? I don't think he knows calculus. Leave him here. Let him eat his Burger King. Yo, you a physicist? Yeah, let's go. They don't give a fuck. All that extra shit don't mean nothing. They pass by the nigga, he black, as y'all call him, or brown skin, and he's a physicist. Let's go. You know what I mean? They don't use a racial slur on him. They need everybody that's scientists. Because they're going to be the ones. Where do you go? I don't know where you go. I don't know, man. Maybe it's too deep. I'll tell you like this. They're going to go in the caves first. The bunkers. That's what they mean by the caves. They're going to go in the caves first to survive the impact of the weapons. Hypothetically, right? Okay. That's where they're going to go first. That's where they're already starting to go. Then, you have to remember, certain people spoke about things like the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, alayhi salam, spoke on things like the weapons that they had that will go miles into the earth's crust and cause explosions as high as mountains. Okay, go read the book of Amos, chapter 9. Been told people read that. That's what they worried about. Why is that there? Where it said they're going to try to flee and leave the earth, and God's hand was going to strike them down. They're going to try to go into the caves, and God was going to punch their ass in the caves. They were going to try to escape through the waters, and they were going to command the serpent to bite them. There's no escape. So what do you mean? What are they going? What are we going to do? We don't have tickets. There are no tickets for we. Not with that government, and you ain't going to want it no way because it's going to be short-lived. Right? I'll tell you like this. I'll ask it as a question. If there were a group of people observing all of this, waiting and watching to see whether or not they were going to allow a select few who proved to be worthy genetically, you can't fake it, to board vehicles that have been called by different names, chariots, Thunderbirds, Hennu, Shams, UFOs, chariots of God, right? Chariots of fire, Mu, arcs, what else? Boats, ships, spaceships. And get out of here, like in the movie Knowing, to populate a new planet, a new heaven and a new earth, because the old heaven and earth were passed away. Would you want to be one of those people? Now, let he who has an ear hear what the Spirit has to say to the temples, which is your bodies. This would also mean that there's a high possibility your mother won't be with you. Your father won't be with you. Your husband won't be with you. Your wife will not be with you. Your children will not be with you. Your friends will not be with you. Your boss will not be with you. Your pastor, your preacher, better go watch Left Behind, will not be with you. Your imam will not be with you. Your favorite celebrities, none of them will go. Hollywood, nobody. All the people trying to put on about God, all this stuff, they have no idea what they're talking about. Listen, I got it on great authority. They're not going anywhere. They will be destroyed. Your neighbors will not be with you. The Rashad Jamals, the Billy Carsons, the rest of them, the 607s, they'll be on their way to make another piece of content. Another dollar. When the earth stands still, they'll still be worldly. They don't see. They will not be with you. Your dog will not be with you. Your cat will not be with you. The chance of you and someone you know being able to escape together is 1 in 1,000. Listen, that means out of 1,000 people you know, if you're one who has made themselves genetically worthy, by the time they blow the trumpet, you'll hear the trumpet by understanding the sound of the crafts. You hear the trumpet by understanding that when they say every knee shall bow, every tongue will confess. You walk outside and you see the crafts, you're going to drop to your knees. Every knee shall bow. You're going to say, oh my God. Every tongue will confess. Everything I'm saying on this live is hypothetical, allegorical. That's why I'll be able to keep talking, right? Everybody going to drop to their knees and they're going to say, oh my God. Every knee shall bow. Every tongue will confess. That's what we meant. Because what you'll be seeing is a world, a kingdom coming into your world. What will you do if you look up and you see a city entering into the atmosphere? Glorious. What does glorious mean? I'll help you. It means radiant, glowing, lit up, electric. It's electric. Right? Green, like Independence Day. Some of them have an amber glow also. They don't talk about that much because a lot of people bought into the religious side of the green light and amber light. They don't really know that some of the ships have amber glow. Go watch the movie Close Encounters. It's not just a movie, right? Because some of y'all being led, how Roy, go figure, Ray, Roy, El Roy, Ru. Those of you who have that soul are being led. That's why you're here listening at 2:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Who is this man talking? Why is he talking? Why do I hear him? Because you have an ear to hear what the Spirit has to say to the temples, that some will walk out, many, and hit their knees and say, oh my God. Then you're going to have some that say, pay no attention to the ships. It's only Project Blue Beam. When that project blew that beam, they got blue with the beam. Just know that. The ones calling out Project Blue Beam don't know what they're talking about because they haven't seen anything yet. That's why they saying it's going to be Project Blue Beam, because they haven't seen it. They haven't felt it. They're going to fake an invasion. You can't fake an invasion. When they invade, they invade. You can't fake seeing that they've always been in your atmosphere. That what you think is just going to be coming down will be them revealing themselves. And you see it. And then it let off a horn. Boom. And they say trumpets, because that's the trumpets. The sound of the craft. Sometimes sound like thunder too. All right? Some of them smaller, some of them bigger. Point being, when you asking what will you do, will you be one of those who get out of here? And would you want to be? Because you won't be able to bring anybody with you. Now, here's what you need to know. The day has already begun. It's not coming. And some are already being lined up. What can I say to them? Okay, it's the season for new. What else? the day of scanning. And this means your fingers, your tongue, your eyes, everything is going to tell on you. Oh, they put this in the Quran, what I'm being right now. That everything tells on you. Remember that? In the Quran, they said everything will confess against you about the deeds that you did or didn't do. That's because it's scientifically logged in your essence. Every memory, every thought, every brain wave, all of that is logged in your disk, passed on to your children through you. When you have children, proof that you're not just a person, a blob of meat. You're a whole disk of information expressing itself, projecting as who you are. But it must condense. You see? Okay. In the day of scanning, you're in it now. Some go left, some go right in their decision making. And the left ones will be left. And the right ones will be right on time. Right on time. Y'all are having dreams. Let me tell you about your dreams so you'll know. You're dreaming about crafts and being pulled up into one. You're dreaming about, why'd you do that? Why you dream about the world being destroyed? Did you want to do that? Or did you just go to rest? And next thing you know, you're seeing things exploding. Weapons, destruction, war. You're seeing calamity. And you weren't even thinking about any of that. You came back trying to figure out how that wasn't real. Being shown visions of what's coming. Well, they tapped you. You could be anywhere right now, yet you're right here because they tapped you. Okay, what else? In the day of scanning, X-ray, the degree that I'm walking those who can hear and see the unseen and the unheard, what happens? You'll see through people. You'll see through situations and things, and it will be uncomfortable at times because those who you thought were close to you, their thoughts are going to be louder. And you're going to realize, some of you, and I don't speak this on you, I speak what you're possibly going through now. They never liked you. They weren't really with you. But you loved them. You've been around them. You raised them. You were raised with them. Y'all went to school together. Y'all are best friends. Da-da-da-da. Whoop-de-whoop. And now you're learning piece by piece, step by step. This is not a good person. Any event that they had to choose, I know what they would choose. And you're like, why am I experiencing this? Let me tell you why. Because once you take the green pill, you can't go back. And that means this crazy person, phase one, who they avoid because I remind them of he who they avoid, may be telling you the truth, which is why they don't want you to hear him, because we'll be up, like right now, talking about this, not reptilians, not rainbow stargates, not the Holocaust. We're talking about right now what's going on in your realm because it pertains to you. Only you. The few. Don't be alarmed about it. Let it happen. This is why I won't teach the degree of detachment. Because if you're one of us, it's going to happen anyway. Don't rush it. And don't be getting upset with me either. Because I got somebody, they say, yo, I talked to somebody on the live. I said, yo, get ready because things about to start popping up in your life. Based off of what you're saying and what I'm seeing, get ready Because now they just tested you and they're going to test you more. He DM'd me and said, yo, man, you just said it, man. This done happen. This done happen. This done happen. I'm going through this. I'm going through that. I know you said it, but like, damn, you know. No, don't get upset with me. I'm just here to tell you. I won't be there. It'll be you going through it. Say, this nigga FaZe. How do you know? Well, let me tell you how I can know, because I'm going through it. And I know who I am. I'm one of the elect. So I'm going through it. So I'm just telling you what I'm going through. That if you're one of us, you're going through it. Same way if I was on the stage doing stand-up comedy, I say, I know all y'all real niggas can relate to this, right? And everybody get to laughing. That's the real niggas laughing. All right. I know the elect can relate. That's all I'm saying. Not that I'm special. You already experienced this. You may not have known what it is. Does that mean that because I say it and it sounds good and thorough to believe what I'm saying? No, it just means to know that because I presented it to you, there's a possibility that this is the truth, and you will see in due time. Now, watch your associates. Some of them are there to take you out. There's the crab in the bucket effect. You're going to go up, and if you look around and they're not smiling, they're not cheering, be wary of them. They're there to take you out. You can call it whatever you want to call it. Look at it however you need to. Be wary of them or be aware of them. But don't get mad at me. That's why I won't teach the what? Detachment, because if I do, a bunch of people are going to blame me for their family not understanding who they are anymore. People's family is going to blame me and say, I made their person, their child, their husband, their wife, their whatever, become more isolated and out of the way and nonchalant and emotionless and da-da-da. I'm not going to teach it, because if you're being tapped, it's already happening. Some of you, just this month, you endured some stuff. Let me tell you, something happened, right? And you peeped it, didn't you? But you let it slide. And you didn't do it off no trend of I'm going to protect my peace. You just literally you said, I'm going to protect my peace. I choose peace. You chose peace. Things that you would have normally responded or reacted to, you just didn't. That's not spooky, is it? That's just reality. That's what you did. I wasn't there. I didn't make you do that. You did that. You was like, you know what? It's all good. You walked away. Y'all are walking away more. And let me tell you what's coming so that you don't get mad at me. I'm going to remind you, don't get mad at me. What's coming is you ain't going to have to walk away. But they're going to start trying to convince you that something's wrong with you. I'm telling you, don't let them do that. Because they're programmed to take you out of the game. The moment you believe that something is wrong with you, right, as opposed to everything is right, they win. So don't listen to them. Don't believe them when they try to gaslight you or flip shit around. Don't believe it. Man, nigga, you don't never come around no more. You been listening to that FaZe nigga again, ain't you? Niggas be cut out. What you mean you been listening to this FaZe nigga? Niggas be glitching. Man, you been on that Christian shit lately. Watch that. Man, why you trying to change? Right? Remember when Young Thug said that about Woody? He said, pussy, you trying to change. Okay, Reverend. I'm like, everybody, like, I glitched. I'm like, that's bad? He dissed him. Said, this nigga trying to change and shit. What the fuck people Poe the damn do? Watch that. Watch that. That Shaitan walking slow with that red suit and that cane. That big boy in ATL, boy, where you been? Boo! Little big brother. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't seen you around. Have you been listening to that true light voice? Have you been hearing the messenger of Yanun? Did you stay up on that live and receive the codes? He ain't nobody. That's just another man. Don't listen to him. He just like you. I'll show you in due time. He's just a man. He don't know nothing. Watch. He just didn't accept my deal because I ain't made a big enough deal. Give him some time. Wait till he get 100,000 followers. I'll show you. 100,000 follower game. Look, there go 100,000. Wait till he get 200,000. 200,000 right there. he ain't changed yet. Is he supposed to change it? No, see, wait till he get 300,000. Then he gonna change. See, I know 300 is that big number. You just wait. I see 350 right now. Is he supposed to change yet? Wait till he get 450,000. Surely he will change then. That's too many people, too much views. He getting hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of views on his posts. He's going to change then. Watch. That's when he's going to turn celebrity and stop giving a fuck about what he's been saying his whole life. You ready? I see 550K right now. So he supposed to change yet? My number is 6. You know my number. So soon as this nigga hit 600K, what you say? He hit when you were saying that, he hit 600K. So I'm put a 650. It's crazy. You should say that because as you said 50, he hit 650. And what? Go ahead and say it. He spit it out. He bringing other people on too. What? Who he bringing on? He got more people that's pushing what he pushing. He not only did he not change, I think he might have cloned him. Don't say it. Don't say it. Fuck. Are you all right? Leave me. Beelzebub, Azazel, get in here. You wanted us. The fuck I call you for, nigga, if I ain't want y'all. Sit your head down. What are we doing about this? I don't know what you expect us to do about that. You said, and we read it, explicitly in our contract, that if he doesn't bow down, we can't touch him. Get him to bow down. Well, how the hell we supposed to get him to bow down? Them niggas share a voice. That's the best way that's the best way. You gotta listen. You'll hear two voices. Five of this shit now. Now, how the hell we supposed to get him to do that? If you said explicitly in our contract that if he don't bow down, then we can't make him bow down. Get him with the girls. Well, he got a wife. He already good with all that. We tried to get him with the girl. He said he got a wife. He good. Get him with the money. Well, he said he a brokest nigga ever. He gonna stay broke. He don't want the money. We tried. Every time we try, he hit us with the, don't say it, what the fuck this nigga hit you with? We can't serve two masters. I think he right because we only serve you. Shut your bitch ass up. It don't look like it. Y'all in here advocating for this nigga. Get the fuck out my office. Beelzebub Azazel go outside the office. Baal out there. What's wrong with him? Don't start with us. You know what's wrong with him. It's your turn. You go in there. In there throwing shit and shit. Baal, get your ass in, nigga. You wanted me? What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? Yes! Yes, nigga, sit your stupid ass down. What we gonna do about this? What do you want me to do about it? You know who that is? Yeah, I know who that is. Okay, what have we ever been able to do about it? You always had a smart ass motherfucker. Get the fuck out of my office. Making good points and shit. Fuck! We ain't never been able to do shit with this nigga. Every time he come, damn! Fuck it. Roll the desert simulation again. Ain't no way he gonna strike twice. I thought we would have did the desert at 500,000 followers. Didn't I tell your bitch ass, get the fuck out of my office? The desert simulation button is in your office. Perfect then. I mean, hey man, I'll pull the bitch ain't what the hell? They stupid. They stupid. They can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Have you been listening to that nigga again? You know what I'm saying? He not even rich. Like, that's not even a point no more. He ain't got no money. Well, we know that. He told us that. He told you that, huh? You know what I mean? How you gonna beat the nigga down? Did you know this nigga was broke, though? That's a broke-ass nigga. He broke. He told us he broke. He got a son right here. Look, brokest nigga ever. He don't want to be rich. Man, fuck. Damn, man. You know what I'm saying? So all he can do is just try to, like, blackball. But it don't work because we just become the shit. And everybody want to align with what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they see in that suit. They see it. They remember. It's familiar. Yeah, you know you're a cloud chaser, right? Yeah, he told us that too. Ain't no way the hell the nigga told you that. You finna sit here and tell me the nigga told you you cloud chaser? He said he cloud chaser. He said you a cloud chaser too. He said I'm a cloud chaser. He said get the fuck out my office. Hey, man. It's time. All of you who are ready, we had time. Emit the you. It's over. You know what I'm saying? It's over. It's over. That's why you hear it and it's like, this resonates with me. Because it's over. The lies, the games, it's over. When they're saying what they're saying, and I give them the opportunity to come and talk to me, they start realizing their talk is short and cheap. There's riches falling out of my mouth. Wealth emanating, emitting. You can feel the power, hear the power, because I've still maintained my soul. All right, well then those who coming with me, they gonna do the same thing. Maintain their soul. You see? You ain't signed no deal up under phase 1. You signed to walk with phase 1. Omari. You don't have no advance with strings attached. You just gonna have perpetual support from the people. That's the walk we walk. When I grab the disciples, the disciplined ones, and say, we're going from city to city, we ain't taking riches with us. When we get to them cities, the people will feed us. Listen, when we get to them cities, the people will house us. Everywhere we go, we're homeless on this journey. We'll be housed by they. We'll be fed by they. Our thirst will be quenched by they. And if they don't show up, God will provide. God will provide. I don't want to steal the flask of water. I don't want to take the lamb that's wandered away from its flock. If the Most High wants me to have, He'll provide. I don't need your Corvette. And I like Corvettes. I could have gotten a Corvette by now, by the way. No. The Most High will provide. I'll get a knock on my door. Hey, yo, I've been realizing what you're doing. I want you to drive my Corvette. Who are you? Oh, I'm Corvette. Corvette Jr. Can you brand for us? Oh, yeah, okay, cool. I don't got no car. And I'll come and tell y'all, guess what just happened? Corvette Jr. knocked on my door, said he want me to drive his car. So I'm driving his car. So if y'all in the market to get a car, go get a Corvette. Shit. Because he gave me one. That's why. That's the commercial. All right, cut. You know what I'm saying? All right. The Most High will provide. We're in a new day and time. I don't need the labels to get me no attention. We already doing that. We're in a different day and time. Right? The artists that are coming on, they're shining already. You see? We taking 9 days to work with artists. Eventually, that's going to shift around too. And you're going to see what we can really do. Because imagine we push an artist for a month. One artist. And you saw what we did with 9 days. You see? Just keep walking. Remember I said that? Ain't it gotten bigger? It used to just be me in the photos. Y'all remember them days? They not paying attention. It's happening under their nose. He's just an internet nigga. It don't look like it. But okay. All right. Maybe that'll keep you off me then. It used to just be me in the photos. Throwing up the woke symbol. It used to just be me in the photos. Standing on my square. Strapped up. Now, it's a lot of us in the photos. A lot of different photos of a lot of us in the photos. And we moving. And we moving. And we moving. On to the next thing. And they still dealing with the old thing. Trying to figure out where we going. Why they thought I was disappeared and gone. And they was dealing with that. When I popped back out, we was right here. So what the fuck? I thought this nigga was depressed and gone some motherfucking way. No, that's for you to think. So they was focusing their energy over there, and we slid through the door. And I pop back out. Pop, pop, pop. Who could that be? He. Who? Boom. And then popped out. Let the alarm go off. But they didn't even realize that I had said it already, didn't I? I said what? We're going to do a label. Pharaoh Clan Records, independent label. Anybody want to donate? Let's donate. We raised about 9,000. Okay. Like I said, I'm not finna wait for it to get 300,000. When the people said that was the end of the energy flow, that was it. We did what we could with that. And we still moving. Now we working behind the scenes. Some of y'all know for sure. We got Pharaoh Funding. They trying to figure out how we making stuff happen. Hey, idiots. We making stuff happen because we got a big-ass group of people behind the scenes. Remember them Telegram groups that you thought I was just putting together just to get some money for myself? Remember them? That was a lot of people. And them lot of people is like 9 groups of them. They don't even know about each other. You got Pharaoh Funding. You got SBI. You got Top Secret. You got because none of your business. We got because none of your business. We got because none of your business. It's different groups of people that say, listen, we about to make this happen. Y'all ready? We're going to meet here on this day. Everybody put this amount in. Boom. All right. We're going to meet here, and we do. Hey, yo, my engineer tripping, so we got to get a studio. Just simple like that. The microphone. We're about to get a microphone. How much is the mic? $750. Somebody's selling it to me. Da-da-da-da. All right, let's do it. 30 minutes later. All right, we got the microphone. You know what I'm saying? All right. They want X amount for the interface and all this. We about to get that too. Y'all ready? Let's do it. Hey, break. We about to get it today, literally. About to get the interface. Right? Okay, cool. Then we got, what's today? Thursday? No, Wednesday? Okay, Friday. Everybody coming together again to support the artist. Whoever the artist will be coming out next. Right? Boom. And we just do it. All right, I'll see y'all next week. Does that make sense? All right. So if we got 50 people together, and each of those 50 people put $100 up, how much is that? That's $5,000, right? Okay. And we do that every month. Look at what I'm saying. That means there's a $5,000 boost every month. That's that 50 investors. And they get to see the work in real time, and all they want to do is just help. That's all. Because they see what's going on. They see the vision. They see how they try to play me. They see how they try to keep us out of the way. And now they like, nah, we want to help. If it's 100 brothers, just give you an example. And 100 brothers say, all right, in June, we're going to put 1,000 in toward the label. All of us go on our individual projects to make sure we got 1,000. Guess what that is? 100,000. We never played with 100,000 before. And look what we've done. The most we played with is like 20-something K. We never played with 100,000 before. And we got here. What you think we gonna do when we touch 100,000? And we will. By the way, I told my mama, I said, don't tell me what's in distro. Don't tell me what my streams are, because normally I tap into my streams. They be like 3-something, 4,000 a month, however much. I'll tap into my streams and make stuff happen. No, I said, don't tell me what's in the streams till June. So that's going to be building. Do y'all get what I'm saying? It's all in the plan. The goal is to expand and grow, and grow, and grow, and grow. That's the goal. So that why? People will know the truth. It's still the same mission. And then Malachi comes out. Listen, the truth is heard about that worldwide and seen about that worldwide. And that's the end. The beginning, but the end. Because tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. And we counting the while they worry about the tick, tock. We right here. In between. Watching. What does this mean? All right, let's go. Let's move. See? I told you, Nuwapu works. Don't let these people convince you otherwise. So the person I was talking to y'all about earlier, the two poetic, whoever that dude is, saying he was warning people about phase one. Whoever you warned, whatever 17 people you warned, tell them join the live while we talk. Warn them in front of me. Don't warn them off to the side because it's easy to do. Make yourself seem like some messenger. Come talk to me, tone to tone, and warn them in front of me. That way, I can ask you questions. I can ask you, what are you warning them about when you don't even know me? I was the one that they talked the least about. I don't know why, but I can see why phase one on there because of Malachi stuff. All right, next person, go back. What about the Malachi stuff? What is that you're speaking on? You see? They don't know what they're saying. So if I'm to be warned or somebody to be warned about me, let's talk about it on here. They ain't going to do it. And if they do, it'll show you why they don't do it. You see? We're not playing these little games. Let's be clear. All the people on that list, they're not anywhere in the conversation of what's happening. So if that list makes people feel like something going on, that's good for them. That whole world left behind. I'm on it just so we could talk about what happened. They didn't even spell my name right. Still to this day, they still spelling it Phase. Then they said, I spelled it like that because that's all you are. You a phase. That's all of this is. Human being that's claiming to be an incarnate, not overstanding, phasing. All of this is a phase. It's not me. I'm the only one that phases out. Oh shit. Thanks for letting me know that. I didn't know. So everybody, all y'all just gonna be here. All of it is a phase. You just a phase. You're holding on to an illusion. It will all fade away. The internet will fade away. We get hit with a solar flare. The right amount of charged particles. Transformers, gone. Not more than meets the eye. I mean, like the machines. Gone. Boom. Anarchy. Civil unrest. War in the streets. They won't be able to get it up back in time. Or back up in time. They'll have to flee. The trucks won't be able to come in with food. Electricity, all that's out the window. Water, them water machines is run by electricity. No water get into your houses. People taking up arms to rob one another to survive. Killing each other to survive. All that internet shit, that's because it hasn't happened like that yet. The sun will take out the digital world. The sun will do it. Then what? Now, am I still a digital social media black activist trying to copy Rashad Jamal? If I'm trying to copy Rashad Jamal, why does my program not match his? Why does mine work? Why am I bringing people on? Not trying to make it about myself. Why are people shining? Why are people who ain't even signed to Pharaoh, why are they shining? Why do we have over 100 men focusing, locking in on themselves, actually building, growing daily to the point where when you see all of them together, like some of y'all saw some of them together on my birthday, oh, you couldn't deny it. There's something different about them brothers. And they all finding their way at different times. That's not some online thing. This is happening in real time, and we meet up in person, and we move. And I do what I do on purpose. If we go into Walmart, all of us about to go right now. Let's all go. Somebody might be thinking, Why do we all need to go? I'm cool watching this movie. Well, Faye said, let's go, let's ride. You want to know why I say let's all go, even though it's 50 of us? Because it gets you used to being able to move as a unit. When it's time to move as a unit. Because when you pass through, did you realize how all these people are watching us? Eyes on us, people walking up to y'all. What is it that y'all do? Somebody walked up to me. Are y'all Hebrew Israelites? No. Y'all Muslims? No. What is it y'all do? Oh, we're walking. We're walking here. We're shopping. What do you do? You know what I mean? I know about the Hebrew Israelite thing. Shalom, Ak. What do you want to talk about? But no, we're just walking here. We're just shopping. Spreading love. And then they walk away, but they're walking away mesmerized. Because what they see, they haven't seen. Unless it's the NOI, and they don't see that in the NOI. So that confuses them. The NOI, no disrespect to them, they're just a little different. When you see us, we're a little different. And he say, what's the name of y'all thing? Oh, we don't have a name of our thing. Huh? No. What's SBI? Oh, that's Supreme Being Initiates, but that's not the name of our thing. We don't have a name of our thing. Because, the SBI that we're talking about, those are brothers, but you see those sisters right there in the center that we protecting? They're not a part of SBI. Oh. Anything else? Need help with your bags? Brothers, help her with her bags. And we move. We grab her bags, we help her with it. I'm telling you, what we do is show and prove. They see you, they don't know what to say. We pop up, niggas hopping out with swords. And swords. And I'm not exaggerating that. Niggas hopping out with guns, big guns, legal firearms, and swords, and dressed. You have to understand what I'm saying. Dressed. So it's like you're beholding the royal bloodline. It's like a metaphor of what I'm saying. Niggas walking out, dressed up, legal firearms. I'm not talking about in like suits like how in a while. Again, I mean dressed up. The 3-piece, stylish, look like we coming from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Swords, because we actually carrying swords. And the guns. They got big ass guns on their chest. Bulletproof vests. Jackets. Da-da-da-da, whoop-de-whoop. And we're not here to bother anybody. We're just here to order food. Like you. Right? I'm getting a call from the owner. Because I know the owner. Yo, what's going on? What's all this? Was everything okay down there? Yeah, we just ordering food. We just can't get some food. This is how we move. To the point where it's intimidating for people. They got guns. Yeah, we ain't supposed to have guns. That's what we supposed to do. You see the other people walking around with guns, you don't say nothing. You pull up to the gas station, you see the nigga with a gun on his waist. Nigga stand outside and say, hey, I got that gas. You don't say nothing about he got guns. You just go in the store. We hop out, intelligent, aware, watching, looking. We looking out for you. You ain't even with us. We looking out for you. You good, sister? You pay for your, hey man, y'all pay for her thing. And the brothers figure it out. We go to a restaurant, we walking in, they like, oh shit, because it's two of them. I go straight to her. I said, don't worry. I said, everybody in here that got cash that's about to do a tip, raise your hand. Everybody raise their hand. All of a sudden, them two people, they giving us extra stuff. Y'all want these extra chips over here? Take everything. I'm not exaggerating that. Everybody tipped. Tip jar literally overflowing. Because that's what we do. That's what we do. Other people just aren't looking. Because they get to see that this is what we can do. We can move as a unit. When they pulled up for my birthday, they were 20 cars deep. The cars look like a train coming into the neighborhood. I'm not exaggerating that. I know some of the people don't think I'm exaggerating this stuff. They were 20, maybe more than 20. Cars deep. All the brothers hopped out. Nobody said a word. All the brothers communicated with sign language. I'm not exaggerating that. And they standing there. I walk out to the driveway. I look. I walk back. I walk back out. I look. I walk back. I walk back. I grab one brother, tap him, say, and he walk with me. Then he come. He stand on post. I go get another brother, walk. He stand on another post. I go get another brother, walk. But nobody moves until I come to them and say, let's go. And they walk with me, and they stand on post. And they stand on post, facing whichever direction. If I face you toward the woods, then I the woods. And I'm not exaggerating that. If I tell you, and I'm going to signal it, you looking and you watching this watchtower. You watching this van. You watch the house. You tall, you stand right here in the front. You tall, you stand right here in the front. Y'all watch this street, this whole street. You face this way, you face this way. All right, I'm about to make my rounds. In the perimeter, there's 30 brothers, and they all standing still. Ain't nobody slouching, ain't nobody crying, ain't nobody whining about how hot it is, none of that. Because they know why they're there. All right, you come with me. I'm going to swap you out with this person. See, you've been standing in the shade. Let's see if you can stand out here, right here in the sun. And I don't go in and sit down. I'm out there with them. Then we get to running. We run through the house. We run through the backyard. We're running. 20, 30 brothers in a line, running. Running where? Around the house. We're securing a perimeter together. And we run. And then we walk. And then we run. Then we walk. Then we run. Then we walk. Then we running around the cars. Run. Then we walk. Then we running. Then we walk. Then we running. Then we walk. Now stop. I turn around and face the opposite direction. So everybody started turning around opposite. And then we just standing there. Waiting for somebody to realize, now you lead. You run. Somebody do something. Whoever is the caboose is now the conductor. Right? Okay, they didn't get it the first time. Now I got to exemplify that. And then they get it. Then they understand. I get it. You're saying, we're not under you. Yes. You're saying, all of us are elite, and we have to think like that. Yes. That's what I'm saying. That when it's that lasts perpetually. They can't move me out the picture and y'all fall apart. So when things need to happen, it can still be said, remember, we're still moving. Where the brothers at? Tell the brothers to get on that. What happened? The sisters got in a situation. They jammed up. They got to move. What they need? They need 10,000. Oh, it's 100 brothers. Tell each of those brothers to put something together. They need 10,000. It's nothing. It's 100 of them. And they do it. And they handle it. And the sisters is like, yo, man, we don't have to say anymore that the brothers don't care about us or they won't protect us. No, you seeing it in real time. Yes, they will. They will. And they're getting stronger. And they're keeping you in mind. They keeping the children in mind. That if we out and we moving and confrontation meets us, I'm telling you, each and every one of us will put our very lives on the line, literally, to make it be that y'all get to safety. And it's not a joke. We ain't going live and saying, look at all of us out here. We out here. If you see us, you see us. And you will. Because the more of us it'll be, the more places we'll go. You'll understand it. Like I said, we'll go to Oakland City. We'll go to these places and we will demonstrate in that way to show we're here and we're not going anywhere. And we're armed, not to harm you, yet we're here to enforce God's kingdom. We're not here to harm you. We're here to clean this up. We want to show the youth how to clean themselves up. And I want to talk to them because I ain't trying to hear all that. The youth ain't trying to. Okay, let me push past the crowd then and talk to this young man that you saying ain't trying to hear. Why he hearing me? You see, King and them would have still been rocking with Phase One if it wasn't for Hustle Cartel. Them demons get in the ear and be like, man, that's just a broke ass nigga, man. He don't know nothing. He ain't we gonna put you on. And King wants some money, so he gonna rock with them. I understand it. I ain't mad at him. He's a child. Where are the adults that are supposed to be around to tell him that ain't the way? Show him that ain't the way and put him in position still. Drug dealers ain't the only ones who's supposed to be able to put our children in position to make it seem like they contribute to society. They don't contribute with basketball games and book bag drives and turkey handouts. That's not a contribution. No, it is a contribution. It's not real. It's to make them look like. The conning is a tribute. It's not. So I know it's real. I know Nuwaubu works. And I have to pay homage and gratitude for Dr. Melikazi York. Because they got to try to dip around me to get to him, to try to defame him. They can't deal with the product, the child that grew up without Dr. York physically around. You can't deny him because I'm here. You can't deny that his program works. Because not only am I here, when you see me, I'm not the most important being. When all of us out, we're all important equally. Nobody's expendable. That's how we have to think. That's why one of the brothers recently came to me and was like, yo, man, we ran into Zawin. We was out, we ran into Zawin. I said, be careful when you say stuff like that. And everybody just froze, and like 3 of them listening to me speak. I said, be careful when you say stuff like that. He said, okay, talk to me. I said, because if you're telling me, you just came back and told me you ran into Zawin, nah, you a little too amped. No, you didn't. You're like, well, I said, what make you think it's Zawin? He said he was wearing all red. And he almost hit the car. He swerved, and he got out. And I went off on him. And he sent the cash out because, he messed the tire up because we had to avoid him. I said, that wasn't Zawin. I said, another thing, you saw red and you think that's the devil's color, so that could have been one of the angels. And they could have tested you. Zawin isn't humble. So you saying you bitched out Zawin? No, you didn't. It could have been one of the angels, though. And what they do is they test you because you can't have this aggressive ass energy out there. It's not realistic. That's TV. Because there are people who don't give a fuck. And they ready to make a statement. And you be done been the one trying to make a statement and got your people jammed up. You have to be ready to walk away from situations because nobody's expendable. You have to be ready that if it's a situation, you got to be on the front line. Because you can't depend on whether or not these niggas can shoot. Hopefully they can. But you can't depend on whether or not they can. You got to be on the front line. You got to run out there to make sure And it's not TV. You see? So people are starting to realize it. Say, man, we getting it together. The sisters, everybody, getting it together because we have a world to brace and embrace. In a world to build. And like I told you in the Blue Kachina book, that old world has died. You got stragglers feeding and leeching off of the remnants of the carcasses out there. You have to be able to show them that there's live food. You don't have to eat off these dead bodies. You don't got to go to their lectures. Some people hear me. They're dead. They're not living. Or you can think that I'm sent to cause division and just believe them. And then you be like, well, why does he feel alive? Some of y'all be scratching your head. After y'all get on here, some of the people get on here, they attack me. They don't feel like that when they get off the live. How you know that? Because they come back. And they're warring with that. Somebody put a seed in them. Say this nigga phase 1 is an agent. Da-da-da-da, whoop-de-whoop. But they don't really feel like that. When they come around, they're like, well, then why I feel so much love for this man? Well, I don't understand. Man, it's because he's trained to make you think you feel... Then why when I met him in person, he wasn't like that? When I met him in person, he had love. I pulled him to the... I wondered if I could talk to him. I be watching people. They be wondering if they could talk to me. I was talking to one of the sisters recently about some stuff. I said, and I could see after the conversation that she felt uplifted and she didn't know whether or not she was going to be able to talk to me about it. I said, you know, some people don't know they can just talk to me. You don't got to sneak around me or hide stuff from me. You know what I'm saying? You can just ask me. You don't got to talk to other people about me when I'm right here. Just talk to me because you'll never know what'll come and what you'll hear and what answer you'll be able to get or what I know because you asked a certain question. People don't know that, but they'll ask a certain question. They'll get their answer. And they'll be like, I wonder if I can approach him. And I'll look right at them and I'll be like, you can. They're like, yo, man, what? You heard me? I'm like, yeah, but don't tell nobody. What's your question? And we talk and we build and then they walk away uplifted. And they got a story. Somebody told me, said, yo, man, I heard about you and Issa. I am. Da-da-da-da. What happened with that? I'm like, yeah, that's interesting that you know. And we get to talking about it. And then I can tell by the end of the conversation, they're like, yeah, whatever this nigga Issa was saying about him, it ain't true. Because this nigga's, he's genuine. He's for real. I mean, he's genuine. He for real. You see? And they can see that when they're around. So you can't say just some internet stuff. No, this is real. You know what I mean? I'll write back in due time. I mean, you have to understand. All right, you try 1,000 people DM you every day with questions and concerns and feelings, and some people just mad at you. Some people upset if you don't respond in time. And, you know, you have to. I mean, have a little compassion. You know, for me, the person that's still dealing with what I have to deal with, and then people are they you know, I just went through something. You know, that don't stop people from still like, yo, you got something for me? I'm not saying they don't care. Some people don't know to care. It's like, you know, everybody's pulling. And you're like, okay, I guess that's what comes with it. Right? So you still got to keep chugging. And you do because you know that this is important. It's vital. People want to be famous, so you got 141,000 DMs. And I care, so I respond. I had plenty of people like, yo, you actually responded. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's because I care. I can't respond to everything. It's not possible. Not and still be able to do what I'm doing. So I might not be able to get to your DM, but I'll be live. I see everybody commenting on live. You hear me? All right. I didn't realize how long we was on live. I got a minute remaining. Like, literally a minute left. I might come back on, you know, because I ain't finished. I only did half of my exercise. And I can't go to bed until I finish. So we'll come right back. Peace in the lab. It's truly wonderful. Hadou Sasha.